gents, so today I wanted to show you guys what I think is the easiest way to re-grip your own golf clubs at home. You guys can see I'm in my garage here, and this is a lot easier than driving to an outlet sports store, a PGA superstore, something like that. So in today's episode, all you guys will need is a razor knife, a new grip, grip tape, and grip solvent. These grips have been on here a long time. You can tell that's slippery, way too worn out, should have been changed a long time ago. And I got a brand new Golf Pride here, which is definitely a lot grippier than that. So I have the grip solvent here. I'll get to that further on in the video on how to do this. This is a steel shaft. Big difference between changing a grip on a steel shaft between a graphite and a carbon fiber shaft with the razor. So on a steel shaft, you can easily come here, cut right down the middle. Don't worry about the shaft, it's not going to affect the shaft. Right down the middle. Then you guys are going to grab here, peel it back. Peel that all the way back, off. Then as you guys can see how long these have been on here, because this is a very old-fashioned way of putting down grip tape. So I'm a time-lapse version of me taking all this gunk off. You can leave it on if you want a bit of a fatter grip. These are mid-sized grips because I have big hands, but I'm gonna get to the time-lapse of me taking this off. It will be a lot easier with heat gun, peeling it off gently. So I'll show you guys time lapse now of me taking that off, then I'll get back into putting the new grip on. Alright, I'm back. So usually that wouldn't take that much effort to get the grip off. Usually it's a full strand like this and you can just rip the whole lot off. But now we can get into actually getting the grip on, using the solvent. So this is a neat little trick I learned. So on the end of the grip, you can see that little plastic piece. A lot of people will go get a razor and you can cut into the grip tape if you use that. So what you want to do is grab the bottom of it, tap it down, and it'll instantly break off. That's a neat little trick that I've learned with that. So what you want to do, there's two different ways of doing this. There's the new way and the old way. I prefer the old way, which is lining it up, leaving about 1/4 of an inch there, and twisting and putting in the end of the shaft to keep dirt from getting in there. Apparently that doesn't work and it can trap moisture and keep a vacuum, but that has been on there for probably 15 years because this is a club from England that hasn't been re-gripped in a very long time, and I see no dirt, no rust, no moisture in this. So honestly I think that's a bit of the rear end of a donkey. But so what you want to do is grab your grip, peel it off there. You want to line it up with the shaft, make sure it's dead even, leaving about 1/4 of an inch there. Tap it down there, bring your thumb down, 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 down. There's about 1/4 of an inch on that side. You want to wrap one of the sides down first. Make sure it's all nice, stuck and snug. Then wrap the other side down. Make sure there's no creases in it because you will feel this through the grip. You might think you won't, but you will. Bring that nicely down. Then you want to peel off the protective thing that goes over the grip. So you're here. You want to peel that off. That stuck to it. Peel that down. Then that will come off of there. peel that back. Then you want to make sure that that lip is all nicely tucked under. Tuck that back up. And then this end here, you want to tuck it into the end of the shaft. So you just want to pinch, put in, pinch, put in. Then last more, pinch, put in. Stick your pinky in there a little bit. Make sure that's all nice and sealed. Make sure the grip's nice and flush. Then you want to grab your solvent. So I have a solvent truck down here because you can reuse this. What you want to do, plug the hole on the end there. Be generous with it. Put a lot in there. Get nice and filled up. So that's got a lot in there. Slosh that around. Make sure it's completely covered in there. Nice and slippery. Then with the hole, plug it down. I'll take off the vacuum, not my finger. Go all the way along. Be nice and generous with it. Get it all nice and slippery all the way around. Then obviously line up the main golf pride here. You want to be slightly quick with this. Get that nice and on there. Make sure that's really nicely lined up, all on there good. No twists or anything. That's all on there nice. Then you want to take the club out of, if you have it in a vise. Grab the club there and just tap, tap, tap. A few taps to make sure it's fully bedded on. You guys can see that's nicely lined up, and you want to let it sit and dry. Before you play with it, I would say a day, just to be safe. You can heat it up with a heat gun, let it dry out more if you want to play with it real quick. But all you need to do is lay that off to the side and just let it dry. So that is how you regrip an iron with a steel shaft. So I'm going to show you guys in a different video. I'm going to be putting a Jumbo Max grip, Bryson DeChambeau's Jumbo Max grip, on my hazardous shaft, which is not a steel shaft, and that will be in the next video that I will be posting tomorrow, because I've got a jumbo shaft coming in and I want to test out different yardages with the shaft and that better jumbo grip. So thanks guys, please like, share, subscribe, and that's how you regrip an iron at home.